A workshop sponsored by the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, SEDEMA, in Barbados, and hosted by the Department of Disaster Management and Emergencies, DDME, began February 2nd and will run until the 4th. Director of DDME, Jermel Robinson, explains the main purpose of this workshop.
Well, the rationale behind this shelter management training and workshops is essentially capacity building within the Turks and Caicos Islands. And from the participants list, we have basically brought in persons from all of the islands. So each island will have at least one or two shelter manager trainers, whereby they can do their own training coming up for the hurricane season and beyond, obviously finances permitting. And with this new capacity that we're building here, there wouldn't be a need next time for us to bring in a person to train us in shelter management, so that'll save costs.
The workshop is the first of its kind here in the Turks and Caicos, seeing representatives of the TCI Red Cross, representatives from EMS Department, and TCI Maritime, to name a few. Now the main facilitator for the workshop is Shania Armstrong, Planning Preparedness Manager for the Disaster Management Office and BVI. She tells us the role of a shelter manager.
Before, what persons would say shelter management is okay, someone gives me a key, I go open a shelter and that's it. But it's a bit more. There's a lot of administration going on when you're a shelter management. You have to look at getting the forms ready. You have to look at being in charge of so many persons, problem solving in the shelters. How do you engage the shelterees? How do you keep their attention? How do you manage the shelter? There's a bit more involved than just opening a structure and standing, waiting, ready to help persons when they come in.
Armstrong also said she's been receiving great feedback from participants.
Well, so far no one has fell asleep on me, so that's pretty good, and they have appreciated my being here. They're very keen on participating. The environment is very friendly. It's a learning environment, and they seem to be receiving what I'm giving, as well as sharing of their own experience and educating me as well.
The course used both classroom activities and simulation exercises. Certificates will be awarded upon successful completion of the training.